Hey guys, M13 here, and this is kind of a special ride. Why is that, you ask? Well, I'll tell you, I answer. Because I haven't ridden this bike in a long time. Maybe, I don't know, over 20 days, like it's a minimum. Between 20 and 25, maybe 27 days since I've ridden it last. That's mainly because I just completed a Taiwan tour. I'll probably upload this video as a life update. So I'll probably upload it like today or tomorrow. So this is a very recent video. This guy wanted to red the light. He wanted to run the red light, and he saw me and decided not to. And it's kind of funny because whenever I go a long period without riding the bike, and then when I get on it, it's a lot funner. It's a lot more fun because I haven't ridden in a while, so it's exciting and new and fresh to me, to some extent. Hi kids, talking about my bike. Yeah, and it's kind of funny because every time I go like a while without riding the bike, and then when I get on it, there's two thoughts that go through my mind. The first thought is, well, you haven't ridden in a long time, so you're rusty, you're out of practice. Just take it easy. And then the second thought is like, you haven't ridden in a long time, like go balls out, like go all out and just scare yourself. And I can pretty much I can say with certainty that like 100% of the time it's the second thought that wins, even though every single time I have these thoughts, it's always, my first thought is always take it easy because you haven't ridden in a long time. And then my second thought is always like, well, screw that, just have fun. And I always have fun. Like literally, like the craziest I ever ride is when I haven't ridden in a long time. And then I get back on the bike for the first time in a long time. That's generally the craziest. I'm not doing it right now because I'm talking to you guys. You guys slow the fuck out of me, really. Like if I wasn't talking to you guys, I'd be redlining it all the way down the street and like locking up I'd either be like redlining it or locking up the brakes. Redlining it, locking up the brakes. That's how I would be riding. And it's of course it's bad for the bike, and of course it's not smooth or quick or anything. It's just obnoxious and loud. But hey, I'm M13. So yeah, well, life update. Just finished my first tour for 2012, and it went very well. We had no accidents, and like last year we were having like half the people crashing, like literally, and it was just nuts. Like it was just like like I think for both tours last year we had a crash every day for the first few days of the tour. Like for the first 3 or 4 days we had a crash every day, and in this tour we did the whole tour and not one single crash. One of the reasons for that is because I just decided, okay, this year we're not going to crash, pretty much. I just decided to really focus on safety because last year it was too much. And I recently had a guy hire me for a day tour, and like I had a guy come out and hire me for a private, just for the day, to take him, for a ride. So he came out. I rented a scooter, and and I planned on doing about an 8 to 10 hour ride with this guy. And 20 minutes into the ride, he broke his leg in 3 places. And then a couple hours after that, he was getting surgery and getting, metal pins put into his leg and whatnot. And having a doctor tell him that he should get most of the movement back in his leg, with therapy. It was horrific. It was horrific, and I felt really responsible because he was following me, and he was, I felt horrible. I felt absolutely horrible. But later on, I got it all in video because my scooter has like my scooter is always recording when I'm on my scooter. I've got like front and rear video cameras on it. They're like safe. I don't use them. You've never seen any footage from them, like well, except for the crash footage that I just didn't show you. That was just a tease, in case you're wondering. Yeah, I shouldn't tease you, should you? You guys were like, you wanted to see it. Okay, I'll just show you now. Yeah, still didn't show it. I'm an ass. Just... yeah, well, there's more than one reason. Private Series, there you go, 2012, Private Series. It'll be on there. What was I talking about? So yeah, the tour, yeah, so after that guy, well, I reviewed the video. When I reviewed the video, I saw that he was actually having, he almost crashed. Like, there was the corner that he crashed on, like 2 or 3 corners before that, he almost crashed on each of them. So that took a lot of the responsibility away from me, because he no offense to him, but he should have realized that he was in over his head, like on the corner before it, or the corner before that, or the corner before, like, he was struggling with each corner, so he should have just slowed down. He shouldn't. If you're having difficulty with a corner at a certain speed, you don't take the next corner at that same speed. You know, you should back off a little bit until you start taking the corner smoothly. So that, yeah. But nonetheless, it was still a horrific experience. Like, shit, it was horrific. So I just decided this year, I'm not gonna, I don't want any more crashes. So I really focused on safety. I did that in a few different ways. I tried to do less. I lessened the amount we rode each day. I kind of broke it up a bit more to have less people riding while tired. Although it doesn't work, I try to get them to ride, like get more rested, like ride less, so that way they'll be more rested for each day when we ride. But it doesn't work, because the less we ride during the day, the more they party at night, and they still end up getting like 3 hours sleep. And then for the next day when we're riding 8 hours straight, it's just like, come on, you guys. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm kind of adjusting the tour this year to reflect that too. I find that my guests are like partying a lot. So I'm okay. This year I'm like, okay, well, if they're not going to rest up for the riding, then they're going to party so much, then I need to like cut back on some of the riding and allow them to party more. Yeah. And I think if you ask some of the guys on my tour this year, like, what was the most fun they had, some of them will say like this club or that club, as opposed to like this road or that road. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, you guys want more clubbing? Customer's always right. But don't get me wrong, we're still doing like, how many hours, I don't know. We're still doing like 40 hours of like riding on some of the world's most beautiful roads. And again, this year we got a lot of people saying they're coming back again next year. I love that. I love repeat business, just because it makes me feel like I did a good job, and not so much because of the money. And anyone who comes back, they get a discount too, so I don't make as much money off the repeat business. But just because, it makes me feel like I did a good job if they want to come back. That makes me happy. Whoa, shit, a lot of people playing basketball. That's Central Park. It's just like packed. I rarely ever go out at night. This is a night ride. It's a Sunday night. And I'm probably going to upload this on the Monday, but that might be your Sunday, so I'm like 12 hours ahead of you guys. So when it's Sunday morning for me, it's still Saturday night for you guys. But mind you, it's Sunday night, so it's Sunday morning for you when I'm recording this. Anyways, babbling. Oh, there's sign language. I thought he was making fun of me using my hands to talk, but he's actually deaf, so. I'm like, it'd be funny if I like picked a fight with him. You making fun of me? Oh shit, you're deaf. Never mind. Not that I would. People make fun of me all the time. I'm used to it. People on my tour guests, they like beat the crap out of me, like just randomly. I'm just like, 1 second I'm explaining to them, okay, now we're in the city of blah blah blah, and then they just punch me in the face, and I'm just like, why the fuck did you do that? And they're like, because we're bigger than you, and I'm like, it sucks. So yeah, I'm sunburnt. You can't tell. Can you tell? Can you tell that I'm burnt? No. I'm not gonna strip for you guys, not here. But yeah, I'm like so burnt. I'm like, when you're really burnt and then your skin kind of like lets out some kind of an oil or something. I've got that oil all over me. I'm like all oiled up. I was thinking I should go get a massage and just say, you can ask for a discount because they don't have to use any oils because I'm already just leaking shit. I'm sure in a couple days from now, all my skin will just be falling off and it'll be so much fun. So well, yeah. So the tour went well. I got to start working on the 2012 Private Series because that's coming up. I'm gonna start to, I got to release that in the next few weeks. The first tour will be going on there. maybe the second tour will, maybe it won't. I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm undecided. I'm gonna do a trip somewhere. What else is new? I don't know. I'm doing something with Scott Oiler. I'm doing some business with them. I'm trying to, I'm trying to make money. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna become like the official distributor of Scott Oiler for Taiwan. Meaning that if anyone in Taiwan wants to buy a Scott Oiler, and even if they try to buy it themselves through Scott Oiler would just tell them to contact me because I'll have exclusive rights to the country. Oh, and speaking of which, if any of you guys want to get a Scott Oiler, if you use when you buy one, you know how they have those coupon code places? You just put in MORDETH13 and you get 13% off the cost, and that's a lot, I think, 13%. Yeah. For those of you that don't know what it is, link's in the video description. It makes your chain. I don't know. I'll sum it up. It makes your chain and sprockets last 7 times longer. And you don't have to worry about your chain. You don't have to, you don't have to oil it. You don't have to clean it. Well, you have to clean it a lot less, anyways. I don't clean it. It gives you a little bit more horsepower. It's track certified, so even if you race, it's allowed. Yeah. So that's a Scott Oiler. Yeah, so I'm doing that. Oh yeah, and I got a couple other business ideas that I'm kind of excited about. I got 2 other ones. I'm trying to, that scooter shop that I always go to that people always ask me about, and I get people sending me messages on a regular basis. Can you buy me this for my bike? Can you buy me that for my scooter? I see something in your videos, but we can't get it in my country. Can you buy it for me? And it's like, well, So I'm thinking about making a website for the scooter shop, except in English, so that all you guys, if you guys want to order a part, like, I'll give you. There are parts here that you can buy for like $3. No, let's say like $5, and the exact same part in America would cost like $50 or like 40. Yeah, like $50 or $40. So it's $5 here and $50 there. So if you were to buy it through the website, it wouldn't cost $5 because of shipping, etc. But you'd still be saving money, So yeah, it's just nuts. So I'm gonna try to get that website up. So that's an idea. And then what else? I had one other one. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna try to approach some. There's some companies I'm gonna try to approach, and I got it. There's a lot I can offer them. So I've got like 3 different things going on. Yeah. Okay, I think this video is long enough. I'm gonna cut it, and I gotta clean my windshield. It's dirty. Not windshield, visor. The thing in the helmet, that I see through. That's my Scott Oiler, by the way. It looks cool. Got the temperature outside, 26 degrees. It's got an accelerometer. It has a gauge that shows you how much oil you have left in the Scott Oiler, and this shows what flow rate you've got it set at. Nothing to do with menstruation.